Do you need a mobile solution to edit your videos and photos in one convenient location? Hey guys, I'm Jonathan with App Axis, and I help independent healthcare providers and local businesses find and communicate with their mobile-first audience. So mobile first means cell phones, right? We know that. And our audiences are based on their phones. We're addicted to them, for better or for worse. When you create content for your audience, you're going to use the tools that you have on you. With regards to video editing and photo editing, a lot of the time we just use the built-in functionality within our native apps for Facebook and Instagram, for instance. But sometimes you want to set yourself apart, mix it up a little bit, use some different effects, or maybe a factor of convenience where you want to record something earlier or take a picture using a pro camera or something like that. And you want to chop it up, but you don't have time to cut it up and everything in person or add the effects that you want in person on a dedicated laptop, for instance, because phones are very powerful. So let's use them for what they can do, you know? So today, what I wanted to talk to you was an app called Inshot. And Inshot is basically a video editor that allows you to record videos or upload videos that you've already recorded and edit them on the fly on your phone and then uploading them natively to your social media preference. Let's check it out. So let's open up Inshot. So right away, you saw it open up very fast. It pretty much jumped right to the photo that I left off on it. So let's say I wanted to edit this photo. Let me just double check. Oh, I can discard. I don't want to do that. Let's just go ahead and move forward then. So this is the photo editor, and you can add a different cropping to it. They have different dedicated sizes that you can go through for Twitter or Facebook, different cell phone sizes, aspect ratios. But we're going to stick to 1:1, and you can zoom in and out of the photo. I'm going to stay like that. You can blur the background to varying degrees or put a different photo on the background or different colors on the background, patterns. And you can move the photo around somewhere in that template that you've set up. And let's say we like that for some reason. We can add filters and adjust them as we need to. But I don't want to add any filters in this case because I like my original, right? So you can add effects, glitch effects and neon, and there's all sorts of effects you can do. But again, I like it how I have it. So that'll be that. And if you click on this bag here to the left, it'll take you to some purchasing options that you can actually buy. And I don't want to do that at this time, but those are available as an option. Also, you can add stickers. Let's say I want some bunny ears for whatever reason. Oh, disappeared. I clicked on the X, rotate them, make them larger, make them smaller, edit them, move them around, center them. Do what you want, you know? And for some reason, I cropped my poor rhino's head off. But anyway, we're moving on. And I didn't mean to do that. But let's go ahead and put App Axis. Size that down. I actually want to move this here. Move that there. And you can crop, you can rotate. But let's say I'm done, right? Now I'm done. Now you just go ahead and boom, you're done. And of course, because it's freemium, it runs you through a whole bunch of commercials and advertisements. And oh, this advertisement you can play. Oh, interesting. Anyway, good advertisement there. Gosh, can I cancel you? Can I get out of you? So that's the problem with the freemium. It just goes straight to advertising. The good news is that if you go back to your photos, it's readily available right there as the last project you did. So it processes it, but again, with most apps, it forces you to look at some advertisements, which is always annoying. But again, the alternative is they sell your information or they charge a premium price for it. And anyway, those are the options, right? So let's go back to Inshot. Let's cancel out of that. Start it up again. And so that's how you do the photo editing, and the collage is pretty much similar, and you can do all sorts of layouts with multiple photographs, and it gives you a lot of utility there as well. The video, I did one earlier as an example, and this is what it is. And you can add music, you can trim. I don't think you can rearrange. I don't think it has the power enough to, arrange clips, but you can lower the music volume. You can narrate over it. You can add stickers, text, filters. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that. So yeah. So if you notice that, let me see, pause that. If you notice the grayed out areas, you have a pre-cut, you have split and delete and all these things, all these other options, and that you get once you purchase the app. So you're like, yeah, let's purchase the app because I need that in my life, right? For the purposes of this example, let's delete, go to settings. I want to go to Inshot Pro. How much are you charging me? Oh, look at that. $4 a month, $15 for the year. Or you can purchase it one time and own it permanently for $35. And again, prices are always subject to change, but depending on how much you plan on using the effects and the power that this has, you may get some value. And I'm glad they give you options in that regard, in terms of saying, well, hey, you may not need it for a long time, so we give you the option of doing it for a month and a year, or you can just go ahead and be a power user and use it for the rest of your life, hassle free. Anyway, moving on. So let's talk about this app. I like that it has the photo editing, the video editing, the collage editing. There are a lot of options. You can almost get overwhelmed, but not really. I mean, if you're familiar with a non-linear editor, an NLE, like, any others, DaVinci Resolve is the one I use most notably, but anything else, then you'll pretty much grasp the concept of Inshot. It's just on your phone and meant for short bits of video that you want to push out there, right? And so for features, I'll give it 100. I like the effort. I like what they've done with making the layout very familiar to traditional video editors like myself. And so I give them 100 for that. For features, I give them 100. Ease of use, I'll give them an 80. Yeah. Because there is the undo and exit. It wasn't readily visible. You had to figure it out by just clicking on the photo above it. It wasn't obvious. I later figured it out, but I'll give them an 80 because video editing in itself is difficult. Doing it on a small screen is even harder. Hey, you take the good with the bad, right? You want to be mobile, you got to be mobile, right? For support, I give them a 0, and I'll tell you why. Because they encourage you to use Instagram for any support issues. I would like to see a dedicated support line, a chat, or everybody has been so used to going to Twitter for support. I understand that you want to go where your audience is, and they're probably marketing this to Instagram influencers mostly, but it seems kind of awkward to have that conversation on Instagram. So I think they could have better implemented it. Go with something traditional, email, or do like every other company and go with Twitter, where it's easier conversation to follow. But I guess they're there. I changed my mind. I'll give them a 20. I'll give them a 20. I won't give them a 0 outright. It's not like they're missing in action, but I'll give them a 20. All right, how about that? And for value, I give them an 80. They give you a lot of options for pricing with regards to how you want to use it. So thumbs up for that. It's a solid app. I don't see many other apps doing as much as this app does as effectively as it does it, as fast as it does it. So LumaFusion, Inshot, your native editors. Yeah, Inshot is in the game. So consider it if you're looking for an option on iOS and Android. It's on both. Yeah, with that, let me know. What are you using to edit your videos on a mobile device? What are you using on Inshot? Android users, talk to me. I don't use Android often. Most I use is this, a Chromebook. When I say this, the iPhone and a Chromebook, not for editing, but for other functions. And then I have a laptop and a desktop that I use for video editing because I'm a power user, power video editor, and do a lot of different video editing. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.